I've been learning a whole lot about being an entrepreneur lately, and one of the big learning curves is taxes. Although most of us hate paying taxes, there are some benefits to being a registered business owner. I'm Kalila Reynolds, and it's time for another episode of Money Mondays JA, brought to you in partnership with Proven Wealth. Let's talk taxes. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on those post notifications. When you're done watching this video, share with a friend or a few friends. I also have a t-shirt giveaway coming up. You can win our exclusive Let's Get This Money t-shirt, or you can order one by emailing orders@KalilaRayMedia.com. Now, a couple weeks ago, I asked this question on Twitter. If your home is the registered address of your business, can you write off your rent and utilities as business expenses? I was actually asking for myself. Well, it sparked an excellent discussion and we got some pretty good responses. Big up Finance Twitter JA for coming through. So I thought that I should do some more research and share this info with you, because apparently since COVID, more people now want to start their own businesses. That's actually according to the latest confidence indices. Now, like I've told you in the past, entrepreneurship is one of the 3 keys to wealth creation. But here's the issue. Too often, business owners end up creating a hustle rather than creating actual wealth. Sound familiar? Well, if you want to do it right, get access to bank loans and bid on larger client contracts, you've got to formally register the business and pay your taxes. So let's talk about taxes today. So first of all, there are 3 popular methods to register businesses. You have your sole proprietorship or sole trader. That's the most popular for first-time business owners because it's the easiest to establish. But as the business grows, you can change this to another structure. As a sole trader, you're responsible for the business exclusively. You get all the profits, but you're also responsible for all the debts or liabilities. Secondly, you can register as a partnership, which usually involves 2 owners or businesses that share the profit and losses. And then the third way is a limited liability company, LLC. These limit the personal liability or responsibility of members for the company's debts. Most big companies are LLCs, any company that you see with limited at the end of the name. My little company, Kalila Ray Media Limited, is registered as an LLC. I got big dreams, baby. Now, after you register your company, you should apply for a TRN, a tax registration number for your company at the tax office. There you can also apply for a tax compliance certificate, TCC, which will indicate that the company is up to date on taxes. And this allows your business to bid on large contracts, both in the private and public sector. Now, as a sole trader, you're responsible for your own taxes. These include your personal taxes, PAYE, which stands for pay as you earn. And that comprises all the taxes that everyone in Jamaica is required to pay once you earn more than $1.5 million. That's about $10,000 US a year. These are personal income tax, education tax, and National Insurance Scheme NIS, and National Housing Trust NHT contributions. Income tax is 25%, and it's applied to the taxable income of the business, or in the case of a sole trader, the individual. I'll explain what taxable income is in a minute. If business is booming and you're earning more than $6 million a year, then income tax will be 30% for you. Education tax is 2.25%, and NIS and NHT contributions are 3% each of the business's taxable income. Businesses that earn more than $10 million a year must also charge GCT, General Consumption Tax, and pay that over to the government. But the good thing is that you also get to claim back the GCT that you paid on any inputs into your business. So that's one benefit. GCT, as you know, is 15%. Now, depending on your type of business, Other taxes could be applied, like stamp duty if your business involves import and export. Financial institutions also pay an asset tax. Now, major key when it comes to filing taxes is detailed and accurate record keeping. Keep every invoice, receipt, and check. Keep everything. You can find apps online that will help keep your business records organized. This is essential if you're going to claim deductibles. A deductible or a tax write-off is any expense that the business, or in the case of a sole proprietor, the individual, incurred that can be subtracted from all your revenue. That's all the money that your business made during the tax period. This subtraction, this deductible, will lower your taxable income. Taxable income is the amount of money that taxes need to be paid on. Now, you only pay taxes on the profit that your company makes. And this was a key revelation for me. One of the major benefits of being a business owner. If your business, for example, is earning $5 million a year, but you spent $4 million on stuff for the business, like salaries, including your own salary, materials, gas from driving around, etc., you're only going to be taxed on the $1 million that is your profit. Now, this brings me back to my initial Twitter question. If your home is the registered address of your business, can you write off your rent and utilities as business expenses? Now, of course, the reason I ask this is that if I claim all these items as business expenses, it lowers my profit, which may sound like a bad thing, less profits, but what it does is lower my taxable income. Smaller profit means that you pay less taxes. So I got a lot of responses on Twitter. The two main ones were that A, you can write off 1/3 of these expenses. Since regular business hours are 8 hours a day, you can write off 8 out of the 24 hours in a day. You can check the link from BDO Chartered Accountants in the description below for more information on this method. Now, we also sent an email with this query to Tax Administration Jamaica, TAJ, and they explained that the amount that you can claim depends on the amount of space in your home that you actually use in earning income for the business. Jamaica's Income Tax Act describes an allowable expense as that which is wholly and exclusively incurred in earning the income. Think of it like this. Your house has a bedroom, an office space, a living room, a bathroom, and a kitchen, but you only use the office to conduct business. So you'll have to work out, based on square footage, how much of the rent that single room takes up. And that will be the amount of money that can be written off every month. Now, for Kalila Ray Media Limited, we use my living room as my studio space. This is my living room right now. My bedroom is my office. That's where I do most of my work. We also have a lot of equipment stored in a part of the house. So that's 3 rooms in the house that are directly used for the business. For your utilities, if your business does not need internet to earn income, for example, then you won't be able to write that off as a business expense. But every business generally needs electricity and water, right? Tax experts say an estimate of the percentage of power and water used to conduct business is generally accepted, like say about 30%. Similarly, if you use your car to conduct business, then gas can also be written off as a business expense. This too is relative to the amount of gas actually used for business purposes. So let's use the example of a cleaning service. If we travel 10 miles to complete a job, then another 5 to get something to eat, only the first 10 miles can be written off. If you don't own a car but still travel to conduct work, then those travel expenses can also be written off. Other write-offs include equipment. In the case of the cleaning company example, a vacuum cleaner can be written off as a business expense since it's needed in order to actually make money. Interest paid towards bank loans and overdrafts used for business purposes. Insurance, fire, theft, and other expenses incurred in the production of the business income. So all these things can be written off, but like I said, ensure that you keep detailed records because they will be needed come tax time, TAJ will ask you to justify these expenses. Well, I hope that I've broken taxes down enough so that you guys can understand. I'm definitely no tax expert. I'm still learning this thing. So the best thing to do is to consult a certified tax consultant. If you're doing it yourself, the folks at TAJ are also very helpful. Just shoot them an email and they're generally quite responsive. You can also find a lot of information on their website. Check the link in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to comment and share with a friend. Also, hit that like button. That's it for this episode of Money Mondays JA, brought to you in partnership with Proven Wealth. Here's what's coming up on Taking Stock.
Jamaica's Supreme Court has ruled that the constitutional rights of a student from Kensington Primary were not breached when the school refused to accept her because of her dreadlocks. It's opened up a wider conversation about what is culturally appropriate for the workplace as well. SSL Group CEO Zachary Harding implemented a cultural inclusivity policy accepting all types of hairstyles in the workplace, including locks. We'll delve into this discussion on whether workplace grooming policies are too strict with culture and talent management consultant at JMMB Diana Morgan Burgess and CEO of Supreme Ventures Services Dennis Chung. And later, the analysts weigh in on the latest market developments. NCB Financial Group is reporting net profit of $20 billion for the 9 months ending June 30. And First Rock Capital Holdings has announced a $1.2 million in net profit ending June 30. We'll discuss.
And now it's time for our t-shirt giveaway. But first, congratulations to last week's winner, Audie Cargill. Email orders at KalilaRayMedia.com to collect your prize. And here's this week's giveaway question. What's the difference between a sole trader and a limited liability company? Drop the answer in the comments below. The winner will be chosen at random from all the correct answers. You have until Friday, August 14 to post your answer and win one of our cool Let's Get This Money t-shirts. If you want to order one for yourself or someone else, just email orders at KalilaRayMedia.com. Also sign up to our newsletter at takingstock-ja.com for business news, analysis, and a transcript of this episode. I'm Kalila Reynolds. Stay safe.